It's going to be legend. Wait for it.
Dairy.
Oh, so now the pre-show chatter's up and you're not chattering.
No chatter.
Sorry.
No chatter
You
today.
never know.
We don't know what's going to come to our minds.
So I can buy 6mm BR brass and neck it up to 7mm BR.
How much reloading have you done?
Not a lot. Not a lot.
Therefore.
Yeah.
So see,
so I'm gonna start
problem.
with
just because
7mm BR.
Just because you can buy that doesn't mean you should do that.
They sell the brass. There are places that sell the brass. Maybe it's not in stock anywhere. Apparently, I don't know. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, I already.
You're plugged in.
I know. Why do you think I'm getting all this? Jeez.
Oh, boy.
Oh, here we go.
I forgot. We
Forgot
had
we're
a
gonna
whole
have a
section just
discussion.
done over this, and we don't have our
Part
goodies.
of the show.
Yeah,
is
part of the
over
show is
there.
in our behind.
Okay.
See what I said there?
Well,
All right.
what kind of show is this? Okay.
Show just got a lot more interesting.
Gun Talk Live. Welcome to Gun Talk Live. Rob Lomax, Stephen Dilworth.
Hello.
Stephen always has his same
So,
opening line.
what is it?
Afternoon from California.
He ain't lying.
There's some good people in California.
They do love guns out there, but just not the right people love guns.
Yeah.
We need to change that narrative. So I think it should be known that if we experience any technical difficulties, it's because of Benjamin. He's behind the controllers, and he's
Throw him under the bus
everything.
early. Just let him know. If anything goes wrong,
Maiden
it's
flight
your
is
fault.
All
happening.
his fault.
Your fault.
No, this is his maiden voyage, taking the Gun Talk Live for a spin and getting a.
He's running the controls.
Yeah,
over
he's
there.
running all the controls. I'm
Does that
sure
mean
he'll
he
do
can,
great
He can mute us if he wants to, right? I think that's how that.
if he so wishes.
I feel so out of control.
And I'm back. Okay.
And okay, now you're saying I'm back. So, good deal.
You guys, the audio's okay? Can you sound?
Jeez.
It's good.
Perfect.
Oh, okay.
That's the best. That's the best you've sounded yet.
Yeah.
Finally.
Cool show. Now, what we've got here, we're gonna get to this later, but
Do we have a camera that can point at them? Really
we don't.
Close?
I could walk it up
close-like?
closer. I mean, they're not going to be able to see much, but in our community
Yeah,
section, we do have an image of these two rounds. So if
On-
you guys want to
on
jump over
YouTube.
there
On YouTube.
YouTube, you can jump over there and check it out, or I can walk up, or Michael can walk up and.
We like to keep the camera guys on their toes.
Yeah, like-
They're like, what?
You're showing something really
There's a close-up
small
happening?
there.
Oh, I
But
gotta get
not
out
a worry.
cables.
But anyway, they're very small cartridges.
You know,
right?
if we had like a pre-production meeting
If only.
and you gave that photograph to them, they could put it on the screen.
Well, I might be able to do that now.
Can we do it live?
Try it.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Let's
Go- why
throw
don't you start-
Benjamin
let's-
for a loop.
Yeah,
Like, let's just
first
like,
time running
hey.
the controls. Let's email a photo to him right now.
But no, anyway, if you guys have voted for that or anything like that, we'll get to that. But first, we need to announce some. Oh wait, who are we brought to you by?
Oh, we got sponsors.
We got to do that because we are running a great giveaway still, and there's still time to enter.
These are going to be the best sponsor messages that you have ever heard. Gun Talk Live is brought to you by HIVIZ Shooting Systems. See what you've been missing. See
What do
they
you
did there?
mean? What do you mean?
See what they did there?
See what we've been missing.
They offer a full line of sights, including the Lightwave HD sight, which combines the brightest in fiber optic capabilities with the light emitting benefits of tritium for 24 illumination. That meant to be 24 hours.
It's 24 hours
Hour
of illumination.
illumination.
That's market. That's straight from their marketing copy, and it's the H3.
But most
it's
people-
not HD.
H3
This guy.
sights from HIVIZ. Go over there, check them out.
They
HIVIZ.
they are really nice, and I think a lot of folks. The problem is a lot of the light pipes. So just having the light pipes,
Oh, yeah.
you can't see it at night.
Right.
But in the daylight, they glow.
So this is the best of both worlds.
Best of both worlds. You got that tritium glowing.
Find out more at HIVIZsights.com. No, seriously, do that. It's a very easy upgrade for your pistols, and I think it's worthwhile. Also, Sig.com. You can find your local dealer or your next Sig firearm or suppressor. You can also shop for everything you need for the range for your next hunt. Scopes, red dots, binoculars, range finders, air rifles, BB guns, hard cases, ammo,
Wait,
and
ammo?
brass.
Oh, yeah.
Knives, magazines, holsters, hearing protection, slings. Find it all at sigsauer.com. Don't forget to enter Gun Talk's Build and Blast giveaway. All of our
This
other
is a
giveaways
big one.
before now were crap.
No, they
This
weren't.
one is good.
They really weren't. But, okay,
But this one's good.
hold a second. I've got to address something. We will reach out to you.
Oh, God.
If you win something, we will reach out to you through the email that you submitted. So if you're one of these guys, and I'm not saying it's the way to do it, but a lot of guys are starting to forget, they will register
Like 12 email
like
addresses.
12 email addresses.
I get it. You're like, oh, sweet.
Hedging
you
the
have
bets.
to answer the email.
You have to go back and check those emails because we will email you with that.
Like
so,
Stephen Dilworth1 at Gmail, Stephen Dilworth2 at Gmail.
right.
You got to answer it, man.
You got to answer it. So
I know you would
I think
answer us,
Sarah in
Steven.
our office, like one of the giveaways that we had recently ran, like 3 out of the 4 winners didn't respond, and so she had to like go back in and pick new winners because once you don't respond, we're not going to just hold on to this stuff. We wanna-
David Workman, pew pew bang bang at gmail.com.
Yes.
David Workman, bang bang pew pew at gmail.com. Answer the email. You really won stuff.
So
We don't just email people for
So
fun.
David has been submitting some really good articles to us, and if you guys haven't signed up for our newsletter, please do so because he's been spitting out gold, and he actually just got one this
I'm giving you gold.
week on the Taurus GX4, the new launch from Taurus, which was really well done, really cool. But yeah, definitely check that out. But thank you, David Workman.
So I got ahead of myself. We interrupted ourselves a lot here. So
Oh,
there's a
okay,
giveaway
yeah.
that I'm supposed to tell you about. Enter now at guntalk.com/win for a chance to win the Aero Precision Alpine Tundra Builder Set or 1,000 rounds of Remington UMC 9mm ammo or the Psionics Aurora Black Digital Night Vision Camera or a prize pack of mounts, lights, and more from Unity Tactical. They're usually sold out of everything, so you'll be, one of those people getting it. Guntalk.com/win. Go there.
Yep.
Share it with your friends and family.
It's really cool. So
This is a tactic, by the way. But here's a real worthwhile tactic. So people be like, I don't want to share it with my buddies because then maybe he'll win and I won't win. Here's what you do. Pro tip. You get
Combine.
all of your family members who don't give a crap about gun stuff to enter. And you're like, look, if you win, I'll give you $20 or something.
Yeah.
And you give me all the stuff.
I'll give you a box of ammo
Yeah.
and then buy the ammo back at half price.
I'm just saying, there are ways
But-
to work this.
That
know,
is-
why
that's
am
a
I-
good-
why am I
but
telling
here's the
you
deal.
this?
That's a good
Why
idea.
am I sharing this
That's
with
a
you?
great idea. Or the buddies you do share it with say, hey, I'm sharing this with you, but just know whatever you win, I get half of.
That's fair. Fair enough. Totally.
Right? I don't know. Ryan Weiss says, does SIG really have to advertise at this point? They have all the Army contracts. Yes, now is the time to advertise.
You know how long it takes to get an Army contract? It is a losing proposition until you actually get one. It's
And what they
it's a
have
whole
to go
thing.
through?
Oh my gosh.
Is
Yeah, the Army's
unbelievable.
like, yeah, we'll take your guns. We're gonna need you to do 5 million rounds of testing. SIG has to pay for it. And because we want to buy a bunch of your guns, you're gonna sell us the guns for like Walmart does. We'll stock your product, but we're gonna allow you to make 15 cents on every gun or something
Yes.
crazy like that.
It's ridiculous. Also, the winner from last week, got to make that announcement, Mr. Tony Kimball. Congratulations. You
Tony.
won $50 in Gun Talk swag.
Merch.
on-
I was supposed to be wearing the merch. I brought it to work today. and then I forgot.
I'm sorry.
This, if I was wearing it, it would be a black T-shirt. It would say Gun Talk or standard capacity. Or 5.7 by 28 or 5.56.
Yeah. Well, all good stuff.
By 45.
But, we are about to, this week, we're going to be putting up a lot more T-shirts.
Oh, yeah. We got some fire coming.
Yeah.
You're going to like it.
It's pretty cool stuff.
No, it's just a T-shirt that has a fire
So
on
on the table this week, what we have to give away is a Crimson Trace prize pack. We want to thank them for providing some stuff, but you're going to get some specialized Caldwell hearing protection.
That's what it's called, yeah.
A Yeti tumbler, a nice Crimson Trace knife, and some sunglasses from Crimson Trace.
That's not bad.
No, that's a great prize pack. So,
I mean, it's probably, I would say, a value of about $300.
Yeah. I mean, not bad. So, anyway, here we go. Supreme
what are we
Court.
talking about? What are we
Supreme
doing?
Court. They're ruling on warrantless police seizures of firearms. So,
Tell us about it, Mr. KJ.
So what happened was police seized a man's firearms while he was at the hospital for a psych eval. So he and his wife got into an argument, and she left for the night. He actually had a gun out on the table and said, "Well, why don't you just kill me now?" She called the next. This is like a slippery slope. She called the next morning. Didn't get a hold of him, so on our way over, she alerted police. Police came over to do a wellness check, and they found him alive, and he was okay, and they wanted to take him for a psych eval. Took him for a psych eval. Police then entered the residence, seized all his guns, and away they went.
So what did the Supreme Court have to say about that?
Nay. That is a violation of your Fourth Amendment rights. So this wasn't 100% on the gun side. Like, it's not 100% a Second Amendment issue, but
Right.
it is.
Yeah.
So anyway, they held in a unanimous 9-0 decision that entering the house without a search warrant violates your Fourth Amendment to the Constitution.
Interesting. So red flag laws.
That's where it kind of starts to become into play. So you're saying that warrantless seizures of firearms, red flag laws,
Right.
are unconstitutional. Yeah. And I think what happens is when this court decides this 9-0,
That's pretty strong.
That's a strong statement.
Keep in mind, neither of us finished law school. In fact, we didn't even attend law school.
But we did not. Well, we've slept in a Holiday Inn Express before.
Many nights.
But
It
not
has
last night.
It has no effect whatsoever.
Yeah, none. So anyway, I think I look at it from a 2A standpoint, like we kind of most of the times do, and I feel like this is kind of and Michael said it this morning, it's kind of laying a paver. This is just one stone.
Yeah.
This is just a small step for us.
And let's be honest, that's what most of this stuff is in the court battles. Because if you don't know, if you're not familiar with how it all works, you're like, well, why can't they just? And then we want to get to this big step of like, let's eliminate the ATF and Class 3 firearms and no more background checks and all that stuff. Cool, yeah, but it doesn't usually happen in like one fell swoop. You have to kind of take little bitty steps.
Right.
Kind of like they have on your gun rights, since 1936.
Something.
34. Yeah.
So anyway, I was pleasantly pleased with the outcome of that, and I think many of the YouTubers and the all us Monday morning quarterbacks, we have to look at this as in a positive light, and a lot of that, whether you love him or hate him, a lot of that is due to Trump, President Trump.
It's the best thing he did.
Having
Judges.
those appointments,
Judges, baby,
is massive.
Yeah.
Now, where this comes into question, and was where they don't really touch on, and I forget the justice, Alito.
Alito. He came up with the concurring
Alito.
opinion. Yeah.
He comes in and puts out an opinion piece on it, and it's not directly related to red flag laws on the local side of things, because they all have kind of different jurisdictions and localities. So
That's why it wasn't a blanket.
that's why it's not. Alito says, like, this isn't a blanket statement for everything moving forward. Those will be coming up, I'm sure.
We'll
very
have to
soon.
let all the lawyers sue each other, and so we can all, make money
Right.
and stuff.
But
Yay!
again, going back
lawyers.
on, like, where do we put money now that the NRA is just nearly at the end of its life cycle? Where do we find ourselves putting our money towards? Second Amendment Foundation is really good. Firearms Coalition Policy Coalition is another great one.
And I would say also, and I don't know, I know that the NRA ILA, which it's part of the NRA, but it's a separate organization. It's a separate thing. They're still working their butts off.
Yep.
So for what it's worth, and they're pretty much the main ones, the only ones doing the lobbying legislative work. Second Amendment Foundation doesn't really do that. Firearms Policy Coalition doesn't really do that. That's where we have NRA ILA, and that's why I keep saying we don't want the NRA to implode and go away, because they're the only ones, they're the main ones. It's not only, they're the main ones in D.C., in the Beltway,
Yes.
talking to politicians. And if they're strong, then they walk in carrying a big ass stick, and it's kind of like, for their friends, we're all cool. For the foes, you don't want to mess with us because we have 5 million, 6 million, 7 million, 8 million members who are very active and will get you not reelected. And that's how you get this thing done. If they go, NRA is on the ropes, they're going bankrupt, membership is way down, then the politicians who want to take your guns are like, it's like, a little pipsqueak. They're holding their head back and they're going like this. That's kind of where we're at right
perfectly.
now. That's the NRA
Perfectly.
right now, perhaps. maybe.
So to go
Sorry.
back on what they term community caretaking, as it refers to the ruling, First Circuit had affirmed that a theory that the officer's removal of the petitioner and his firearms from his homes was justified by a community caretaking exception to the warrant requirement. So they're using this community caretaking as a way to try to circumnavigate warrants.
Your rights.
You're right, exactly. So
It sounds familiar. For the good
Yeah.
of, you're
For
gonna
the
have
good
to
of
do
community.
away some of your rights because it's a health emergency.
That does sound
Anybody?
familiar.
yes.
It's a thing recently. Changing subjects, John Hoyle has a comment that we could talk about.
Yeah.
He says, I've really been enjoying those throwback videos on the YouTube channel, on Gun Talk's YouTube channel. Forgot about the Sportsman Challenge they used to show on ESPN, the Uno. Imagine the outrage people would have now if they showed that. So we've been going through these old boxes of tapes, and maybe we need to pull out like a best of or something that will stitch together some highlights. But we've got stuff going
Like
back to
highlights of us going through the tapes.
Yeah,
I
there you
just
go.
feel- yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
"Oh, this is cool.
no.
Look, it's a VHS.
Set up the camera in my office. Come on, let's go.
What we need to do is we need to bring in some kid that's like 12 or 13 and like give them a VCR and a tape and say, "What is this?
Yeah, make it do things.
I have seen those reaction videos where they do that to kids.
Make it work."
So
no
we've
clue.
got Chevy Truck Sportsman Team Challenge, these competitive shooting events that were sponsored by Chevy Trucks on ESPN not that long ago, really.
Would
This is
not
in the
happen.
80s, 90s.
Yep.
And then we've got old stuff with my grandfather, hunting with celebrities on American Sportsman on ABC. And we've been putting them up on the YouTube channel. And it's been pretty cool. And we've been getting a kick out of watching them because there's some funny stuff that happens.
Have y'all seen Ryan's hair back in the day? Saw an old throwback of his mop top and made me laugh so hard.
Yeah, that was the do. Come on. I think that I have a theory
That's pretty good.
that guys don't change their hair more than once every 10 years. You go through and you kind of have your boy
That's
haircut
fair.
and your college do and your post-college do. Now I've got I'm going to be all gray in about 5 days from now due.
Yeah.
Whatever. Who cares?
But yeah, so
Tony
anyway.
says rotary phone. Make him try to use a rotary phone.
Yeah, Luke said the same thing.
Yeah.
I've seen that video.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of those. Those are funny.
Oh, that's.
But yeah,
so
check out
good.
the old videos because you might go like, "What is this?" But it's pretty funny when you've got like Grits and
It was Zonka.
Larry Zonka and
Jim
one of his
Kick.
teammates going down to Mexico and just having fun. And I like the one. What was it? Burt Jones and Grits and who was the other? I can't remember who the other guy was. Might have been Bing Crosby, but they're down in Argentina doing a duck hunt. And
I think it was Bing.
They made Burt Jones go retrieve ducks. It was pretty funny. It was good stuff.
Always interesting.
So, what else is going on?
I told you this yesterday. Grits was doing Gun Venture before Gun Venture.
This is true. He was doing it then, and he's like much better at it.
The storytelling is there, man. I mean, that's something that's lost in today's TV because it's so quick hitting. You know, you have to keep You have to keep the attention. If you're not entertaining within 2 or 3 minutes, like you're done.
Like,
but
click.
man,
What's this video over here?
and that's why we've got.
It has a girl in a
that's why we
bikini.
got
Let's see
two
what she's
people.
doing.
That's why we got two people
We got
watching.
no bikinis. I'm sorry. You don't want that.
You don't want that. Oh, okay. So let's get on to these cartridges we have in front of us.
Oh, here we go. Cartridge
Lance Ray.
comparison. Now,
So-
we want to have the audience give their best guess.
Yes, and they've been doing that.
We had it on YouTube. So I didn't realize this until recently that YouTube has a community page. It's kind of like a little forum, or you can post things. We can post things to you guys like you would on Facebook or whatever, and we'll post polls, we'll post pictures and discussions. And so we posted a picture of these two cartridges together yesterday and said, name them. Simply name them.
That's all they got to do. Just name
So
'em.
do we have a shot of that? Is that camera cooperating?
Hold them up a little bit. You can move the stuff.
Oh, they need to be higher?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. By the way, there is a camera. Yes.
Yeah, he
You're
set it
welcome.
up.
Well, I mean, I saw
Michael
you
ran
doing it.
in,
I just
set
didn't
it
know.
up. Let's
Is
move
it
this.
set up on the cartridges or not?
It is now, yeah.
Is that, how's that?
That's good. I mean, it's as close as I can get. 'cause
Oh,
unless
okay.
I,
Hold on,
unless
right
I
here.
walk it in.
Wait, no,
Even
right,
more.
wait.
Hold on.
Oh,
There, right there, yeah.
Hold on.
well,
So anyway, so that's what
not
we got.
great.
Hold on.
It's
So-
not great.
This is a pinky.
For reference.
For reference. So Lance Ray says it looks like a neck down cartridge.
Oh, this is real live TV.
Yeah, so it's a neck down cartridge. He says 5.7 maybe. But we've already had one person guess it completely right on
On YouTube?
YouTube community.
I saw they guessed it right.
Yeah, there's
Is
a
that-
couple of
Is
them.
that better? I don't know. I'm just trying to help you guys out here.
Man, Andrew, you got it quick. So those are them right there. So Andrew gets it real quick. He says it's the 5.7 by 28 and the 22 TCM,
Yep.
which is this one.
This is that one. Both bottlenecked, 22 caliber, center fire, pistol cartridges for the most part. I mean, yeah, they are. This guy shows up in a carbine.
I have very little knowledge of the 22.
That is a
TCM.
fire-breathing dragon. Let me
Really?
tell you, it's awesome. So the guys who made this popular, Rock Island Armory, they have the 22 TCM conversion on a 1911, and super cool. Very similar to the 5.7, where quite a bit of power and velocity, not a lot of recoil. It barks and it makes a fun muzzle flash, but it's pretty neat. And I'll be honest, from what I heard last, and then it's been a little while since I've got the update on it, but Rock Island is bringing in a lot of ammo for this. Because I know people go, well, how am I going to get ammo? Millions and millions of rounds. They're based they're based in Nevada, but they have another sister company in, I think, the Philippines.
Oh.
And they make ammo there, and so they have control over it. So anyway,
Very cool.
Just very kind of a fun, different. You guys probably know the 5.7, but we thought, well, here's its weird cousin.
That is, That's like the trailer park cousin that sits out in the back and he's like cooking hot wings every day.
He's like ready to fight you.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll fight you.
Is that the 5-7-28 on White Claw?
Yes. It's the 5-7 on White Claw. Yeah. Let's fight, bro. He drinks Red Bull.
Luke wants to know, do you know the status of any of the primer plants? ?
Oh, the new ones. Okay, so
Just a
obviously you in the U.S. and this is where's all the ammo. Goes back to the whole where's all the ammo question. You can't make ammo without primers, and there's a lot of ammo companies, but only so many primer makers. So you've got Federal/CCI, they make primers. You've got Winchester, and you've got Remington, and that's everybody who makes primers in the U.S. You've got Aguila in Mexico, you've got Fiocchi in Italy, and then, I don't know, there's probably like 28 dudes in Russia making primers or something.
In their basement?
In their basement, and just hammering a hammer. Well, that was wasn't good. But yeah, there's some new primer factories coming online. I'll try to get a better update for you, Luke, because last I heard they were working on it, and one of them said it was going to be months, not years, to have it up and running. But I kind of assumed it would be a couple of years for them to get it up and running. But one of the good things is Remington was not, for a little while there, they weren't loading very much ammo.
Right.
And now they're cranked up again. We had a talk with Joel Hodgson.
And that was on our, if you guys haven't tuned into it, that was on Gun Talk Nation that we put out yesterday. Ryan's conversation with Joel Hodgson. Great interview. I highly recommend, if you're wondering where the ammo is gone, what's happening with Remington, one of the iconic brands in the ammo industry. Definitely tune into that, because it was a lot of information in a short amount of time.
And if you're thinking Joel Hodgson, yes, that Hodgson. So he's been in the ammo gun world for a long time.
Fourth generation. I thought three generations was good.
Yeah,
and
fourth generation.
Fourth generation.
He's been there and done that.
But he's a shooter. He's a hunter, and man, he's like, what did he say? He was born with gunpowder in his veins or something like that. Like,
yeah. I mean, really. So that's kind of a little update on what's going on there. I think Remington also, if you look at their website, they're selling components and they're trying to make that stuff available. But Joel kind of, I'll just read in between the lines of what he said. First off, they're making stuff to make their ammo, right? So other people, making primers to sell, that's not a priority for them right now, while we need to crank out ammo, and that's what people want. You guys want. Just crank out ammo, please. And get more of it out here, and hopefully the prices come down, which it'll happen. It'll happen, but for now, this is where we're at. So
that's it.
That's it, man. If you commented, you are entered to win the Crimson Trace prize pack.
And we've got.
And I hope you don't answer your email, because we'll just keep it.
Yeah. That's what happened to a very highly sought after prize. We were even wanting to win it. So. But no, typically on stuff like that, what we'll do is we'll throw it back into the rotation, and we'll just keep spreading the love.
Something really nice, like a Yeti.
That Yeti is nice. It's always it's always nice to have one around.
All right, John says no laws when you're drinking claws. All right,
nice. Well, on that note,
no laws when you're drinking claws. Says the 22 TCM.
Boyd says that's the new round is the 5.7 WC. 5.7 White Claw.
I like it. All you have to do is tweak this just enough, and we'll name it that. That's a pretty good idea. All right, reloaders, you have your work cut out for you this week. Make a new cartridge for us.
Yep.
See you later. That's it for us. We'll see you next time, Gun Talk Live.
Thanks for watching Gun Talk Live. For more great gun content, subscribe to our YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages. You can always watch the Gun Talk channels on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon. And of course, you can always find us at guntalk.com. Thanks for watching.